Hey everyone, so last night, as many of you have noticed, maybe, Netflix has brought the 2003, Peter Pan, to streaming, and honestly, that there was nothing but shade with, Disney Plus just, having their 2023 version, um, and honestly, I had seen it like a day before, or just like clips of it, and the dentist. And honestly, I had never seen it all the way before. I've seen it till they take off to Neverland, and I never given it a chance because I was so used to seeing Hook, growing up with that, Steven Spielberg classic, and also even Disney's animated feature, um, along with some of the plays that I'd rent at my local library, with Peter Pan, and they'd always have a female lead as Peter Pan. Well, I had watched it last night, the 2013 version, or sorry, 2003 version, and it had a great cast. It had Jeremy Sumpter, Rachel Wood, and Jason Isaacs, which is a great actor I've known from Patriot and Harry Potter, and Friends with Money. Um, but again, I I was ignorant, honestly. I would compare it to Hook, and I'd be like, there's no way. Like, he's a great actor, but there's no way he can beat Dustin Hoffman. But watching the whole film, they're totally different. Like, in the way they portray the character, in terms of look, style, and their performance, um, which makes it all the better. Both are great in their own way. Jason Isaacs really brought it. It was more whimsical in this one. Um, he was more playful in a way. And I think the whole movie is really more playful. Like with, like again, the style, the CGI, I was always turned off by the CGI, um, back in the day. But knowing more about film, I think that it was intentional, trying to make it look more like a dreamland, because it is Neverland after all, um, and I think it works really well, with the tone they were going for. Um, but it also had some really good moments that hit, like as far as the emotional parts, and um, yeah, like I love the narration. I noticed Olivia Williams is in it, which is the mom from Heartstopper and the Queen something. She won an Oscar for. Um, but she was beautiful in that, and Peter Pan. I was like, I know she looks so familiar, and I finally, um, I looked her up, and I was like, oh shit. Uh, um, but she's a great actress as well. She's not given as much to do here, but still, and this film is very accurate to the source material as far as the novel and the plays. Because I've seen the plays, like I said, on VHS, and there was a lot reminiscent to it, which I really liked that. And I really liked how the story was developed. Like it was like the storytelling was good. And all like I said, the comedy was funny, but it was also heartwarming and serious when it needed to be. Um, it was like it's a shame. Like I felt bad. Like I didn't give it a chance and grow up with it, because like that would have been nice if I had sat through the whole thing, which I just never did. Because like I said, growing up with Hook, I was like, that can't be topped. So I was ignorant to it, but now watching it, I appreciate it. And I did, like I said, I did try to watch it before, previously in the past. I just couldn't get into it just because it was different. And as far as the tone overall, But it works, like, it's perfect. Um, but then, like, there's certain moments, several moments in the film that actually feel like a play too, like the lighting, you know, the sets. It's clearly a set, a lot of it. So I think that just adds to the charisma of the film. Um, and again, the cast is great. Rachel Wood-Hurd was great as Wendy. Jeremy Sumter was a really good Peter Pan. It was great to see um, a boy actually play Peter Pan because, like, you got, like I said, you got the cartoon, you've got Bob Williams and Hook, and then through the plays, you have a grown woman playing Peter Pan. So this really helped also, and seeing the um, wire work done was really great to see. Like there was flipping and all this stuff, and it was fast, and it was really exciting, and you didn't see a lot of that in Hook and the plays. Obviously, like she would just be like dangling from the hook at the hook. Well, the hook on the wire, I guess. Um, and um, Tinkerbell, like she don't speak in this, but the actress who portrayed her did really good. She was funny, um, displaying a lot of emotions and stuff, and she is more like her original character. She's a bitch, um, and it was great. I I I really liked. My favorite part is probably uh well, there's so many parts of it that I love. Probably the ending, when Hook is getting the best of Peter Pan, talking about Wendy moving on and not needing him and everything. And I also like the ending where Peter Pan is like kind of almost envying the Darling family, um, seeing how and the Lost Boys how they got adopted. Um, but then like he goes back to Neverland anyways, knowing where he belongs and who he wants to be, and the only boy that doesn't grow up, and it was just very heartwarming. And like again, I regret not giving it a chance before, because I would have loved it even more now, growing up with it. Because I even remember in elementary school, my teacher talking about it, how she went and took her kids to see it. Um, and I just don't know why I didn't watch it, really. I just, I don't know. Uh, I guess I was going through that phase where I was like, oh, I'm growing up now, I don't have time for this, because I was starting to watch horror movies and stuff then. And I was like, I ain't got no time for that. Uh, but it was definitely worth it. Like, I was like, wow, this was great. And I finished it last night. Um, I'm not sure, well, as far as which one I like best, Hook, the animated film, and this one, the 2003 version. I I could say one's better than the other, but I really like they're equally good in their own way, you know. Um, Especially Hook and Peter Pan. Um, yeah, I wouldn't say either one's better. Like even growing up with Hook and seeing it so many times, like I said, they're like both the Captain Hooks are totally different, but equally great in their own way and their own right. And same goes for these films. I could watch them back to back. Honestly, I could watch Peter Pan, then Hook, as a sequel. And that would be great. And I might do that actually. So that's pretty much my thoughts of Peter Pan 2003. Um, yeah, that's it.